Hey everyone, my name is Shamika Manson, and welcome to the fifth generation. Today I'm going to be showing you a vlog of my fourth show at Fayetteville State University on November 4th, 2016. This was also the 16th annual conference for the National Alliance of Artists from historically black colleges and universities. I was also in the first annual student exhibition last year in Macon, Georgia. This is the longest video I've done, and I just got verified on YouTube, so get a little snack and chill with me for a little while. I would love to have this sink in my house. Like, this is so pretty. Before we left to go to Fayetteville, we went to dinner at Mellow Mushroom. There I found a new appreciation for mosaic art. One amazing perk about this trip was that the charter bus had Wi-Fi and charger ports. Clutch. Since Fayetteville is only about 2.5 hours from Greensboro, it didn't take that long to get there. Here's a tour of our hotel room. I shared this room with two fellow artists named Alex and Aaron. You come in talking shit. I never used hotel conditioner, but since it was Paul Mitchell and I've tried those products before, I tried the Detangler, and oh my god, it worked amazing. Shoot, don't get mad at us because you can't partake. It's freezing in here. I can't do this. Use wall thermostat. What? I never had a damn heater. Give instructions. Yeah, turn that up because I'm about to freeze. This wall is so everything. Patterns have been a common theme here recently, and I don't know why.
Richard, what would you like to say to the audience? Thank you for coming. Great crowd today. It was, man.
This stuff smells like love. People always want to know what I do to keep my face clear of any pimples and bumps, so to answer that question, all I use is Noxzema.
Hey, my nigga on the low, they gon' get the condoms. We probably got the hoes, they pulling up on us. I said I'ma keep it low, just shorty know I got it, shorty know I'm on it. Pull up a bombin', when I rip a pop bombin'. Go fuck with the top shots, money on me. No, let me come out and count on me, I'm on it. You know I got it on me, but wait, I ain't been looking for you, baby. You don't know that a nigga wavy. No one that can satisfy.
In order to get my afro right for the next day, I just detangled it, conditioned it, and then parted into 2 puffs.
Gotta redo my nails. Yo, this pillow is so comfortable. Like, I just sunk into it so smoothly. Look at you, you little YouTube. Yeah. I gotta look at that.
My channel?
Yeah. You need to text me. What is it? Is it something I can remember?
You can put my name up.
Okay. I thought I was a fan until I got in there and go to work. I was in there like, nah, but I ain't fucking with you right now. Like,
He did this one though, right?
well, no, he didn't do it.
And this is my favorite one.
I don't think she did. This is my shit.
There.
I love this song. Make you want to twerk.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, ooh. I'm sorry, YouTube. You tell I'm not used to that shit. You talking to the camera, you don't even pay attention.
Not at all. And he's so fucking little, and I did not think he was that adorable.
He is so
I was
cute.
like, oh my god, little Uzi.
He actually deserves the little in front of his name.
Yeah, I was taking on the yesterday, and it makes sense, like little.
I was just like, I'm not even attracted to this nigga, but it's like something about him is so cute. It's just so cute.
His little smile, like he's cheesy.
I like when he look up in the air. He do like his little head.
And then a little shoulder shit.
I love it. I love his energy.
Yeah. And of course, on a day that I forget to bring a coat, it rains.
No, I don't fuck with this.
And as a Leo, I hate rain so much. And that's the fact about me. I usually like it hot or warm. I'm not a cold person at all. Summer baby, I cannot take the winter. And I'm not excited about it either.
Never seen no mini hash browns, bro. Pretty casual today. Nike hat, plain shirt, leggings, some Nikes. Am I the only one that like prefers napkins over getting the skin on my hand peeled off? Like, maybe it's just me.
What is the new Negro? I know this term is a little bit questionable because, of course, the Negro term is archaic, but I focus on the new Negro because I'm focusing on the new. I want to think about newness at a time when often we seem so besieged by old crap. Racism, sexism, homophobia, all these things that we've been dealing with throughout the 20th century and through the 19th century and continuing to dog us. Can we then still look at what opportunities exist now and how we can take advantage and do something new? So that's what I'm really focused on, the new Negro. The new Negro is a trope of reinvention. How do we reinvent ourselves using art and culture and the resources of the 21st century? And a new system of sharecropping was created that was as vicious as slavery. Black people working in chain gangs. This is actually coming back now because, of course, we have the whole Jim Crow, the new Jim Crow that Michelle Alexander talks about, are prisons that are arresting people on trifling charges and then lending them out to work for businesses. This is one of the reasons why the industrial prison complex is sustained. They had that too when they began to treat the 1920s. Disenfranchised. We see now the attempt to suppress voting, which is going on in this election cycle now. This is not new. This was systematized during the period of the first New Negro. And a new system of sharecropping was created that was as vicious as slavery. Black people working in chain gangs. This is actually coming back now because, of course, we have the whole Jim Crow, the new Jim Crow that Michelle Alexander talks about, prisons that are arresting people on trifling charges and then lending them out to work for businesses. This is one of the reasons why the industrial prison complex is sustained. They had that too when they began to treat the 1920s. Disenfranchised. We see now the attempt to suppress voting, which is going on in this election cycle now. This is not new. This was systematized during the period of the first New Negro. And migrated north, self-determination to decide to leave the path, to leave the South, to leave the place where your ancestors are buried, and come north to urban environments that are harsh and cold, but nevertheless to reinvent yourself because that is what you do. Respect, however, and follow it.
They don't know who those cases are. Yeah, what? There's honey. Remember what she did pray was so loud.
I just want to say one thing. You can do anything and achieve anything that you want to if you're willing to work. Nothing comes easy. So many of my teachers in elementary and high school told me that I would never amount to anything. My only crime was asking too many questions. I had always been inquisitive, but I knew they were wrong. And you know what I said? Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to amount to a whole lot. And I had to succeed because there were so many people betting against me. My dissertation advisor advised me that I had too much ambition for a woman. I said, well, thank you very much. So I set out on a long, lonely journey to teach myself African American art history. And I found out just recently that I was the first person in the United States to teach a college level course in African American art history. So I had the privilege of knowing 4 Harlem Renaissance giants. Archibald J. Motley of Chicago, 1891 to 1981. Aaron Douglas, 1899 to 1979. Arnold Bontemps, 1902 to 1973. And James Van Der Zee, my heart and soul. And Archibald Motley was the first black artist to have a one-person show at a downtown gallery in New York. Archibald Motley was a great Harlem Renaissance figure, although he never lived in Harlem. And then Mr. Aaron Douglas. During that same year when I was at Yale, I traveled to Fisk University to meet Mr. Douglas, who was retired back then. His dates are 1899 to 1979. I hope you know Aaron Douglas was the first African American artist to incorporate African imagery into his work. And he was encouraged by an Austrian man named Winor Rice. But I just love men. And let me tell you something. We probably would have been married had it not been for the Metropolitan Museum, because I had to stop dating. There's no way I could fight racism at the Met, beg people for their work, go to Harvard and see all the way to Boston and come back and chase after B.B. King on the telephone.
In me, I love this lady. Yes.
On this trip, I took my first gallery. It's basically artwork in one gallery. I don't know. So to my surprise, when I got there, my work was in a professional gallery by the name of Gallery 160. That awkward moment when your mentor's mentor and then you're just stuck in amazement because I want to give a really big shout out to my best friend Kimbe for coming out.
had repping, you know. If you haven't seen our art department, y'all should come through, come look.
On the last day, we had an informational session about different artists and art fraternity. Here is where I got inspiration for a piece that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks.
But the resource of we do with students in the different associations like you, because I say English. They're building data last 20 years. And then, if we get a little conversation with the audience, we all got it now.
This is the best box lunch I've ever had, but like grandma cookies, oh my god. And then fruit, like, I love fruit though. Body smash.
After the conference, we took a little walk and I found an AC Moore's. I was really excited because the one here in Greensboro got shut down before I could visit it, so I went in there. And I actually found a palette knife and a portable palette, and I got it half off. I'm excited to try the portable palette because now I can take my watercolor pieces on the go.
How was it?
I really enjoyed my trip, my 4th show, and I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.